It's my last morning here and the weather has really turned. Like, it's so wet. There's a really wet dog. Hola, buen día.
Entendeu? É assim, se ele estiver fazendo barulho que está indo por reajuste da forma que eu estou falando para você, que eles tinha que fazer, claro. Agora, se não for, a gente não vai ser trocado ou não. A gente bota a roda rapidinho e olha. O que eu disse que é nas...
Hostel number 3, 4, lost count. But this is Aveiro Rocio Hostel. And I keep pronouncing the names in Spanish, which I should stop doing. And this is what it looks like. Looks like I'm the only one here, except for maybe one person there. We'll see, it's still early. Aveiro. So this place has a nickname. It's called the Venice of Portugal. And when I was Ubering to my hostel, I caught a glimpse of why that was, and ooh, just look at that. This is such a cute little town. It's by a canal, and there are all these like old town buildings here, and they even have gondolas for you to ride on. Spending 2 nights here just to get a good feel of the town instead of a quick touch and go. Well, if you think about it, 2 nights is a quick touch and go, but it's not as quick. Okay, shut up. So yeah, spending 2 nights here. The other thing that I'm noticing here is there are more tiles here than in the other 2 cities that I've been in Portugal. And like almost all the buildings, at least where I am right now, they're all covered in tiles, which is amazing. So if you want, you can go tile pattern hunting while you just stroll about this town. See, I think there are more tiles here than I've seen in any other city. And yeah, there are these little streets that, you know, are nice to walk about as well. And you've got all these graffiti and a giant graffiti of pulpo there, which is making me hungry. I've come to this place called Zedu Pernil, and it is a place specializing in Leitao. Really promising. Like, I see a whole cake there. First bite of the chow. Cheers. It's got a good crunch, and the meat is really tender as well, and seasoned quite well. But it's not too overpowering in terms of salt. There's also like a piri sauce. Do look for a Leitao spot here. Actually, maybe not just here, maybe across Portugal. I'm sure they have this everywhere. But if you come to Aveiro, Zedu Pernil does a really good job of this. And of course, I need my dessert after all that pork. So I've stumbled upon this little pasteleria, which has all the pastries here. And I do notice that they, again, like the pastries here are different. So what I have in front of me is a pimped out pastel de nata. There's a layer of chocolate around it, and in the middle, that's ovos moles, which is the traditional Aveiro custard on top of a custard. So there's probably like 5 eggs in this tiny thing. Cheers. Oh my god. That is a lot of pastel, granata, and a lot of stuff in one bite. Just look at that custard with the ovos moles and the chocolate surrounding it. I have to say, it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I've just been here or just wandering about for 2 hours, 3 tops, including dinner now, and I'm enjoying myself a lot more here and in Coimbra than I did in Sintra. There are very few places where you can just hang out at a place where it's quiet and you can enjoy a beautiful sunset without everyone getting in your way and have an ice cream. This is what you can do in Aveiro for now. And Aveiro is not as small as I thought it was. Like, there's a whole mall here with a lot of shopping to be done with all the brands that kind of mainstream, but you can see there's a lot of mainstream brands here that you can shop at. So it's not a small town, although the old town is a small town. My eyes! I'm not super sure what this is supposed to be. These are pastel de bacalhau, which is cod cakes, and they look like that inside. So these look like little potatoes, but they're not. So I got myself one because I want to try it. She said the extra creamy was the best seller, so I got one of that. Cheers. You know what? That is really good. So inside, it's the same salted cod that you would get in a restaurant, except that it's got cheese and potatoes with the cod, and you can see the flakes of the cod as well. And there's that familiar salted cod texture. Yeah, you should try one of these. I just got hungry as I was walking, so I thought I'd stop by for a snack, and there was this shop here. What I like about this place is, at least for now, it doesn't seem like it's flooded with tourists. It's still quite peaceful to walk around, and I mean, there are some touristy souvenir shops, but most of these are just local businesses servicing or doing business with the locals. So it's not as touristy yet, but you can tell that it's changing slowly. I'm a tourist, so I'm going to do a touristy thing. So yeah, this is almost a private tour. There's only 5 of us on this giant boat. So I wasn't kidding when I said it's not too touristy yet over here. that was the canal gate. It controls the level of water by 3 meters, and the water is actually coming from the sea, so everything in the canals is seawater.
Bien amigos, este barco se llama el Venice. No le cruzaba los ojos. Mira que voy a estar
Okay, so there is an explanation now about why there are different tiles for each house, as you see along the river here. So these boats were traditionally used to harvest seaweed that they then use as soil fertilizer for farming. But the reason why there are different tiles on each house is because a lot of these guys or fishermen who are working in this industry, they would often go home drunk, and the tiles would actually enable them to spot which one is their house easily so that they don't end up in the bed of the wrong woman. That was Old Town behind there, and then we're entering New Town, the new part of Aveiro. And one of these apartments here, they could cost up to 1 million euros. So I guess they do call this the Venice of Portugal for a reason. I mean, it doesn't look like much when you're walking along the canal, but taking a boat ride in the canal itself is really good. Okay, I actually had more fun than I thought I would. Do a touristy thing. Sometimes it can be fun.